Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Jen Munoz. Today we are going to be making Mediterranean chicken and rice. This is a fairly middle, not too crazy kind of recipe, but it is going to take us a little while. So you guys hang in there, get something to drink. I'll give you a few minutes to get some snacks or something to drink, or we'll just wait for a few more people to get on, and then we will go ahead and dive into this recipe. Thank you everybody for yesterday, whoever came on. That was such a blessing. We made arepas or pupusas and they were so delicious. I hope you guys get to look at that video soon. Hi Mama, hi Lydia, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So today we're going to be making the Mediterranean chicken and rice. So there's going to be a two-step to this recipe. There's two different recipes, and I hope that you guys enjoy learning new recipes from around the world. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything on this channel. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to tell you, these were tenderloins. I just cut them into like little squares, okay? We didn't cut them too big or too small. These are usually called chicken kebabs. They have quite a bit of seasonings that go into this, and you do need to marinate them for at least 20-30 minutes. So while we're doing that, while we're marinating our chicken, we're going to go ahead and move over to making our rice, so that will give us some time to marinate the chicken so you can get a little bit of that flavor in, okay? Excuse me, my voice is a little bit, you know, I'm a little bit still on that side of feeling not well, but we're gonna go ahead and get this going. So you're gonna need a bag, a plastic bag, which is like a gallon bag. This is where you're gonna put your meat to marinate, okay? So I don't have any gloves, so I'm just gonna try to we're just gonna try to put this in here without touching, because I already washed my hands, and you know, this is a lot of salmonella. When you touch chicken, please make sure that you wash your hands. My day has been good, Mama. Thank you for asking. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this over here because we don't no longer need that. I was ready with everything, but it wasn't. So we're gonna go ahead and get a bowl with a fork, and in your bowl and with your fork, you're gonna go ahead and get some olive oil. You guys are gonna need some olive oil for this. The live is lagging. Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me put helps. It says it's attempting to reconnect. It says it's reconnected. How is that? Thank you for letting me know that it was lagging. I'm so sorry about that. So, does it look okay now? Is it lagging still? Let me know, okay? Thank you so much, because that's a big crucial part to our video. Can't be lagging. Okay, so here we go. You're gonna need about 4 tablespoons or teaspoons of olive oil. So I just use a regular spoon. You don't need to go all fancy and do all of that. Just go ahead and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And this is just original. Thank you, mija. This is just original classic olive oil. Okay. And then once we're gonna go ahead and add 1 of the limes, 1 lemon, not limes, lemon. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our lemon squeezer, and we're gonna take out all the juice from our lemon. This is gonna help marinate your chicken so it gets all the flavors, okay? If you don't have one of these, you can go ahead and use your hand and squeeze your lemons with your hand. I just prefer to do it this way. Ooh. It always happens to me on the lives. It always happens all the time. So once we're done with that, we're also going to need our cutting board and a knife because we're going to cut up some Italian parsley. You're going to need that too. So we washed our board after I cut my onions, my chicken over here. We're making it with just did I say boneless tenderloins. So we're just going to cut off the top of this parsley like this. You don't need much, just a little bunch. And we're going to go ahead, I already washed it off. As you can tell, it's a little bit, wet. So all we're going to do is just, when you dice your herbs and stuff, you don't have to lift your knife like this, okay? Because then you'll cut your fingers. So what you're gonna do is just lift the back part and slide this way, like just slide towards you. Don't lift it too much, and it will cut your just the bottom, so it won't cut your fingers, okay? Once you're towards the end of all yours, you can let go and just finish the end. Okay, and if you see you still have a few pieces that are still big, you put your hand on top and just fan out. Okay, that'll be the safest way to cut any kind of herb. So while we do this, we're gonna put this. Javi said to send him a plate, LOL. All right, I will. So we're gonna go ahead and just put this in here. We're gonna go ahead and use some smoked paprika for this. We're just gonna use the same spoon that we used our olive oil with. We're gonna just use the tip of our spoon. We're not gonna use much, okay? Just a tip, like that much. If I can get my spoon in there. So about that much. It's not a whole tablespoon. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there. And then we're gonna add some minced garlic. I cheated. I'm not cutting garlic. So any kind of minced garlic will do. You can go ahead and do a tablespoon of that. And you can add some juice if you like. It's gonna be all right. So that's a tablespoon of salt. You need salt. And then of course pepper, okay? You can always substitute anything you like. If you don't, or not substitute, but if you don't want so much of something, you can always tweak your recipe, okay? I'm just gonna put a little bit of pepper because we already have smoked paprika. So I'm gonna try to get all this off of this spoon. I don't know how, but here. I'm gonna try to get all the spices off of it. So once we've done all of that, we put our lemon, our Italian parsley, our smoked pepper, our minced onion, our minced garlic, and what else am I missing? Olive oil. We're gonna go ahead and just mix it up together like this. That is gonna be your marinade, okay, for your chicken. So this is what we're gonna marinate our chicken in. It smells so good, guys. Okay. So once we mix that up all nice and good, we're gonna go ahead and get our bag of chicken. We're using the chicken tenderloins. We're using about 3 pounds. Not much, not too little, just enough. This is usually a kabob, but we're gonna do it disconstructive. That means it's not gonna be on a stick. We're gonna make it inside as well because we usually grill all this. So I'm gonna use my spoon now because I'm gonna get everything out of the bowl. Make sure you guys get everything you can out of the bowl. Okay, don't leave anything behind as much. Scrape that bowl, scrape it. Alright, so now that we have all of our ingredients in there, we're gonna go ahead and just close it. Try to get all the air out, fold it down, get all the air out, zip it up, and then you're gonna just move your chicken around in the bag. Okay, so it all gets marinated evenly. So we're gonna pop this in while we're making our rice. Okay. So it should look like this once you're done mixing, okay? So we're just gonna leave it in our hielera, in our fridge, for about 20 to 30 minutes while we're making our rice. So let me stick this in the fridge and we're gonna move over to hi. I love watching your lives. So once we're done with this, we're already done mixing all of our ingredients for this chicken. Just pop it in there and I will move you guys over to making our rice. This rice goes with this chicken. This is not traditional Mexican rice, so we're gonna need to scoot on over so I can show you that recipe, because this rice is gonna be delicious. Give me a second, let me move y'all over, because I gotta move the whole crew. I'm just kidding. Give me a second, I gotta rearrange you guys. So here we go. My handy dandy helper isn't here with me right now, so my phone. Por poquito se me va la hielera. I need to get a crew to help me with this, because this is a lot. We have two things to do at once. Y'all, give me a minute, we'll get it. We'll get it. Give me a minute. All I need is just somebody to hold the phone for me. I know. My kids are all in the room and nobody's coming out because I told them do not come outside. A ver si agarra esto bien. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. Let me wipe you guys down, because like I told you, there was a bowl in here and had water. Y'all fell in the water with the bowl. So let me wipe you guys down. All right. Ahí está. Lord have mercy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put our sartén to heat up, our pan to heat up. Yes, I know, but we're here trying to do this quickly. All right, so for this recipe for your rice, you're gonna go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of butter inside your pan. So about that much, right? About that much. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. Let me put this butter away because it was already softening. We don't need all that. It's smoking. Why? And I don't think I can have my vent on, because then you probably can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? Chihuahuas. It's not smoking too much anymore. Okay. Nomás era lo principio. Okay. It was just the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and let this kind of like melt down. I know you can't really see in there, right? Chihuahuas. Okay. Let's melt it down the fastest that we can. It should melt down pretty quick. Let me let that melt. And this rice is going to take quite a few seasonings, so you're going to have to need to trying to put away stuff while we're waiting for that. All right, so it's almost all melted. We're gonna need about half a tablespoon of salt. Half. I'm gonna do half. This spoon does not fit in there. Okay, so we're going to do about half of turmeric. This is just ground turmeric. So we're going to throw turmeric in there. Then about 1 of garlic. Pensando todo. we're gonna put some ground cinnamon. Yes, cinnamon. We are putting cinnamon. So about that much of cinnamon. Not too much. We're gonna put some ground comino, cumin. Hello, hello, welcome in, guys. We're gonna put about that much of, I think it's like 1/4, right, of ground cumin. Oh, it smells so good in here already. And then last but not least, we're gonna put about that much of paprika, okay? The same 1/4. Those are all of our spices, okay? And we're just gonna mix them all together like this. Okay. So we're gonna wait for it to like kind of just brown a little bit. It's already browned. We're gonna go ahead and add our rice. We put 2 cups of rice here. Okay. And we're just gonna brown it with all of our spices, okay? So you're gonna move it around. You're gonna brown all your spices. So we use 1/4 of a tablespoon of what do we use? Turmeric, smoked paprika, ground comino, cinnamon, and then we put some salt, about a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of garlic. So we're just gonna kind of brown this like you would your Spanish rice. Just wait for it to kind of brown. You guys know what that looks like, right? If you want to put a little bit more butter, you can, but I think that should be enough. And then we're gonna add 3 cups of chicken stock, which would be 16 ounces. Once everything gets toasted, okay? It's not toasted yet, so we're gonna give it a few minutes. Let me rinse off all my stuff because I like to get ahead of the game. So we're gonna toast this nice and toasted. And then we're gonna cook it just like any other rice. We're gonna bring it to a boil. Has anybody ever had Mediterranean food? Have you guys gone anywhere and bought kabobs or anything like that out at the store? Or I mean at the restaurants? It's really, really tasty. My kids love this. But instead of me buying it, I'm gonna go ahead and start making it for them. So once you see that it's toasting like that, it's gonna turn kind of like a whitish color, right? When you toast your rice, it kind of turns into not too white, but you know what toasted looks like. We're just gonna let that toast for just a few more minutes, and then we're gonna start. I'm gonna start. This is our bay leaves. You guys know what bay leaves are? I'm gonna go ahead and start making sure that we have our 16 ounces of chicken stock. We use the cooking chicken stock, this kind. You guys can choose the one with no salt or less sodium, whatever is fine. I just like using that one. So let me go ahead and put my bay leaves over here and this one over here so I can start putting in. It smells so good, guys. I'm so excited. Okay. We're almost there. Just let it sit for a minute. I'm gonna start with 1 cup. Start putting it in my measuring cup. You don't always gotta measure, but it's always nice to measure. Just so that way you know you're doing it correctly or you're not over. Alright, so this is pretty toasted for me. That's enough. I don't always toast my rice a lot. I do it medium. So here we go. We're going to go ahead 1 cup. We're going to lower this down to a medium high. 2. 3. I'm gonna do 3.5, okay? Because for some reason, sometimes this this stove goes crazy and starts doing its own thing. And then we're just gonna mix it around, just so that way we get all of our rice off the ground here, off the bottom of the pan. Guys, it smells so good. It smells so good. All right, and we're gonna cover it up, and we're gonna let it come in, go to a boil, a rolling boil. Oh, we almost forgot our bay leaves, guys. Let's not forget anything, okay? Our bay leaves, we gotta put them in there so that way it gets a flavor. So we're gonna let that go to a boil, and we're gonna leave it like a 5-6. Ahorita se va a bajar todo. So let's go ahead and move you guys back to the other side again. Vamos a moverlos de vuelta, because we're done with that rice. That's all you need. You guys know how to cook rice. Other than that, 20 minutes. You know, any kind of rice usually takes 20 minutes. So we're just gonna wait for it to cook. And while we're waiting for that to cook, we're gonna go ahead and start prepping all of our veggies, because with this recipe we have veggies and a whole bunch of other stuff. So let me move this one out of the way. We're moving everywhere today. Thank you for being patient with me. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna rinse this off really quick since we do have some olive oil on here. Okay, I can hear my rice already boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with our veggies. For this, you're gonna use whatever you would normally use for a kebab. You guys can use anything you like, but we're gonna go ahead and go with calabecitas, some bell peppers, and some purple onion. Purple onion, bell pepper, and calabecitas, okay? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna go ahead and cut our purple onion down the middle, just like that. We're gonna save this other side. So let me get my trash can. And with these, we're only gonna cut them into like squares, okay? Not gonna do too much with it. So we're gonna cut off the end. Just peel off the first layer. You guys can use any other onions if you like. And we're gonna do with this is we're just gonna cut it in squares like this. That's all you need. You don't need them that much bigger than that. That would be for your kebabs, but we're still gonna do a deconstructive kebab, so it's okay, no problem. Okay. So we're gonna pull them all apart because we're gonna put them into our pan to saute in just a moment before we start adding anything else. So let me pull this apart. Okay. Let's see. So do we need this on? Okay, I need to find my plug. Give me a second. You know where the plug is, puppy?
What?
My plug.
What plug?
Dile a Benjamín que me lo venga a buscar.
Wait, hold on. Let me look for it.
I don't think it's up there, Pa. Okay.
Oh, look,
So we're gonna put this into our pan that we always use.
You can use this plug.
No, I can't use that one. It has to be this one, baby.
Why?
So we're gonna put that in there. Let me rinse these out really quick. Always rinse off your veggies, okay? Okay, thank you. Plug it in for me, babe.
Okay.
On the other side.
On the other side? Where?
Over there by the light. Where the white cord is at. Plug it in right there.
Okay. White cord. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, don't pull it though, okay?
Okay.
Because then the lights are going to fall. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I got a little helper. He's helping me in, plug everything in. Okay, so we got these calabazas. What are they in English? Zucchinis? Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
We're just gonna get the ends. Uh-oh.
Oh.
The light went out. The red one, baby. The red one.
Oh, yeah.
This one. Thank you.
I'll plug
So
it
with
for
these, we're gonna cut them about an
For
inch
now.
thick, not too thick, not too thin. So we're gonna do about an inch. So that way, when you're cooking them or sautéing them, it doesn't take too long to cook. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna put them
I got.
like this. Okay. Okay. Leave it like that, papi. It's okay. Just leave it like that.
Got it.
Thank you. So we're gonna put that in our pan.
Down. Mommy,
Because
did
if you do them too thick, then they're not gonna be able to cook. Okay. They're gonna take forever, and you just want to kind of saute your vegetables before you put your chicken in. Okay. No, papi, no le prendas todavía. Okay. And then, of course, we're gonna do our bell peppers. This is the easiest way to cut your bell pepper. You're gonna cut off one side. Oops, that way you don't have
Oh.
seeds everywhere, and then you're gonna lay it down, cut on one side, cut the other side, and then cut the other side. And that way all your seeds stay intact and you can throw them away. No, papi, porque pica. Ay, este niño.
You know?
He helps for a little bit and it's good, but then they start wanting to do everything. So I'm just gonna take off this little.
I licked it.
So then we're gonna go ahead and just
Cut.
please. And then just down like that. So we're gonna throw those in there. We're gonna do that with all the colors. We got green and red. You can use just one color if you want. You don't have to use all these colors. It's just I like mine to be very colorful. Hello, welcome in, guys. Whoever's coming in, we're making Mediterranean dish today, chicken kebabs. So remember, down one end, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the sides. Okay, like this. So you keep all the
Christmas? What are they?
no pica.
Bell peppers.
These are not spicy, guys, whatsoever. These are just sweet bell peppers.
Sweet? No.
See if I have stickers on this one.
Oh, maybe that was stickers.
Okay?
Oh.
If you guys want to use the bottoms, you can. But sometimes they have a lot of the stem part. So if you were to make kebabs, you wouldn't cut them that small, okay? You would leave them about this big, okay? Just letting you know. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our other half of our, oh, we already, what am I saying? We're gonna use some of these sweet snaps, sugar snaps. Just so we have a variety of veggies. So we're just gonna go ahead and dump those in.
I like those.
Okay, move that off to the side. So this is what our pan looks like with all of our veggies already in there. There you go. So we're gonna go ahead and saute those really quickly with a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna put this up really high just so it can get to temp. And then I'm gonna get the salt. We're gonna add some salt. And I'm checking the rice. I don't want it to burn. Okay. I'm just kind of mixing it. I'm gonna turn it down already because it doesn't have a lot of water in there. So that way it can just kind of cook with the steam. So we're just gonna put, I would say maybe about 2-3 tablespoons of salt, and then we're just gonna drizzle over some olive oil. About the same, like maybe 4 tablespoons.
It's cooking.
Yes. So we're gonna pre-cook these. I'm just gonna mix them all together. If you guys wanna put pepper, you can, but remember, your chicken has a lot of spices. Okay, so you might not want to put too much spices to your vegetables. Look how healthy that looks. Ooh. We're gonna eat really healthy today.
You know the things what you're making right now? I like those.
I know, baby.
I like these.
Okay. I'm gonna try to put these on the bottom so that way they cook throughoutly, okay? That way they get that nice color, the nice browning on them. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a pretty easy recipe? Or do you think that it's, you know, kind of hard? Or what do you think? Okay, so we're going to leave it like this just for a minute. You're good at cooking. Aw, thank you. Okay, let's wipe this down. Always try to wipe down while you have downtime, so that way when you're done cooking, you don't have to be cleaning up after every little thing you're doing. I like cleaning while I go. That is my motto. If you clean while you go, you don't have to be getting up at the end and trying to clean everything. You know? This really good, guys.
It's too dry.
Alright, let's move this around. My goodness, it smells so good in here, guys. You see how these are getting some color to them? That's what you want. So let's let it cook a little bit there. I'm gonna bring you over to look at the rice. Let's go ahead and look at the rice. Give me one moment. So after about 15-20 minutes, your rice should look something like this. And let me tell you, the smell of this is so good. Okay, so we're still gonna leave the lid on so that way it can finish cooking, because you can tell some of it's still. I use jasmine rice just so that way I'm used to cooking with jasmine rice, so I know how long it should sit in there and how much water we should put in there. So let's go ahead and go back to our veggies, and right now we're gonna go ahead and pull out our chicken. You just want your vegetables to get soft, okay? That's basically what you're doing. You're sauteing your veggies so they can get nice and soft. That way they're not too, the bite is not too hard, okay? Can you give me the chicken out of there, Mama, please?
Okay.
So we got our pan, that way we can put our veggies in there. And Janelle already pulled out the chicken for me. So we're gonna go ahead and this is what your chicken is gonna look like. Look at that. You don't need much because it's tenderloin, so it marinates pretty quick. So our chicken's already done, yay! And our rice is already done. Excuse me. What do you guys think? Are you guys gonna try this out? You guys gonna try this out? This recipe? Who's here? Can y'all let me know if you guys are gonna try this recipe out? It's just a lot of little steps, but it would be just the same as maybe making tacos and, you know, and rice and beans. But I think this is a lot healthier, you know, dinner choice. And it's something different. If your kids like veggies, this is a really healthy choice for them as well. Who's here? We got 4 viewers. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate you coming in and learning how to make Mediterranean kebabs and rice. But we are not doing it on the grill. We are just going to make it here on the pan today. Just going to kind of cook everything here. So we're going to pull these off for now, and we're going to start cooking our chicken. So let me somehow get these out of here, because they'll finish cooking when we already put our chicken in. Okay? We're just kind of pre-cooking. But they look pretty soft to me already. Okay, let me get the rest like this. I'm fighting with the spoon over here. Alright, so we still have a little bit of olive oil on there. As you can tell, it's okay. I want to try it. It looks good. So here are our veggies already sauteed. And we're going to go ahead and throw our chicken in here that we marinated earlier. So let's go ahead and just dump them in. That's all you gotta do. And you can throw away your bag. Try to get as much marinade out of there that you can, because that has all the lemon and all that stuff in it. Okay. Flatten it all out. We're just gonna pre-cook this and then we'll mix it in with the veggies, okay? Hello, hello. She said, I want to try it out. It looks good. It is good. It is very delicious. It's very healthy. I think kind of Your rice, remember, has turmeric, and that's an anti-inflammatory, I believe. So it has a lot of good properties, you know, this little dinner here. So if you guys ever want to try that out, you know, the rice by itself, you can do it with, you guys can make this also with beef steaks, like a little piece of beef. What would it be? The one for the stew, you guys can substitute, instead of chicken, you can do steaks. So you would just cut your steaks in a little cube and marinate them exactly the same way. You don't change anything in your recipe. In a little bit, please go over there, okay? Almost done. Almost. All right, let me go get a little bit of rice and see how that tastes. This is how our rice looks, yellow rice. The turmeric helps with the color. It needs a little bit more. It's still a little bit hard, so we'll wait for it. Guys. Ya lo tapé de vuelta, okay? Already covered up the rice again because it needs a little bit more time. So you're gonna want to cook your chicken until it is like a little charred, which means like it's crispy. You don't want it to be just soft, because that would take away from it looking or tasting like a kabob. I'm going to throw a little bit more olive oil in here, just so that way it can, once it starts finishing cooking, it can start toasting, okay? So we're almost getting there. Thank you all for being so patient. I know, like I said, this is going to be a long recipe. You know, just every step is crucial to this recipe. Make sure that when you make this, you do your veggies before your chicken, because you don't want to put your poultry in before your vegetables, because that's how you can cross-contaminate salmonella, and you can get very sick. Also, when you're done cooking your chicken, switch your spoons and then throw your veggies in. That way, the same thing, because we touched our chicken with this when it was raw, so it might still have some juices in the spoon, so we're going to want to change out our spoons. Just because it might be up here, you know, the raw juices from your chicken. I don't know, I'm very picky when it comes to that. Even when I serve food for my family, I'm always like switching out spoons, and they're like looking at me like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, I don't want anybody getting sick. Cross-contamination is very deadly, especially when it's salmonella. So we're almost there, guys. It's not going to take too much longer. We're just waiting for this water to kind of evaporate that's in our chicken. Chicken tends to have a lot of water. And we want it to be cooked all the way, of course. So we'll just give it a few more minutes. Any questions? Any questions whatsoever? Anybody? Hello, welcome in. Oh, I think those are scammers. Don't click on those links, okay, guys? I will be deleting them after. Those are just scammers, and spam. So please do not click on any of those links down here that say VUN dot something. Please do not. You do not want your phone to get a virus. Okay? Just trying to save you a headache. Smells so good. I wish we didn't have to wait this long. I wish I would have cooked some before and then just let you guys see the end result. But like, this is alive. We have to wait, you know, for the process. That's why I said go get a drink, go do what you gotta do, get a snack, eat your dinner. We want to make sure this chicken is crispy, so we're gonna wait because I don't want none of that water going into our vegetables. Have you guys cooked chicken before when it, you know that it's gonna start like toasting up? That's what we're waiting for. If you haven't, the chicken starts toasting up once all this water evaporates, condensates out of it. So, any questions on the recipe? I will try to post it underneath this live. I'm not sure if it allows me to. Sometimes when you do lives, it doesn't let you post any comments after that. You know, it's a little different, but I will be posting it on the Facebook. How long does it take to make it? Well, how long have we been on here? Let's see. We've been on here for about an hour. So it's taking about an hour because of the cooking of the rice and then cooking. We're doing 48 minutes already, so it's gonna be about an hour. So unless you prep your chicken the day before, you can do that as well. You can prep your chicken the day before, leave it overnight, and it will have a lot more flavor. Your chicken will have a lot more flavor. So you can prep the night before. That's a very good question. Thank you, Lydia. So if you guys prep the day before your chicken, you will go ahead and this will be a lot faster. This is because I was doing everything to show you guys, you know, right now. We're doing step by step, so I couldn't prep everything ahead of time. I gotta show you guys how to do everything. So it takes a little bit longer. And I have this on high on here because this is a skillet. But if you're cooking on the stove, sometimes it, you know, it might take less time, depending if you're making a half of the portion that I'm making as well. You can always cut everything in half and make a lot less, or you can double it and make more. Come on, chicken. We're just waiting on you. We don't want to cook, we don't want to feed the kids raw chicken. That wouldn't be fun. Maybe if you use chicken breast, I think that might, you know, cook a little bit quicker. For some reason, I noticed that this takes a little bit longer. She said, oh, okay. So any other questions about anything else? My arm kind of hurts from yesterday from making the arepas. Yesterday when I was doing all this hand movement and trying to make them round, and it got me. My arm's hurting a little bit. Alright. It's getting there. We're almost done. So we're taking, what, maybe 10-15 minutes on this chicken? I think that's what it is, 10-15 minutes. Because the water's already kind of done evaporating out of this. Remember, you did add lemon juice and all of these other ingredients, so that's why. You see that? It's almost all done. We don't have too much left. Now these I'll start toasting. It's starting to get some color. Only a little bit left right here. A little bit of water. It's all evaporating now. Looks good. Smells so delicious, guys. Y'all gonna have to try this out. My kids love this kabob, but I've never done it where it's broken down. You see how the oil starts coming out now? I don't know if you can see it. Now it's not water anymore. It's oil, so it will start toasting your chicken and start giving it color. So now it's all toasty now. Let me go ahead and get a different spoon for that way we can add our veggies. Alright, so I switched out my spoon because I'm going to add my veggies now. Now this is going to start toasting everything together. You can see some color coming onto our chicken. If you were doing it on the kebab, it would have grilled, so it would have had like black spots. But we're not doing all that. So let's go ahead and add our vegetables. And we're just going to saute it all together. Okay? And we're just going to let that cook. So you're going to want to leave this for another 10 minutes maybe to finish cooking. I'm going to go rinse this off. Go ahead and mix this out. What? Is he allowed to do this? Now we want everything to brown. Let's go ahead and let it brown. Let's put this stuff away. We're just checking our rice. It looks good. So this is our end result. And just toasting everything, letting it get color. Hi, Mom. My mom is here, guys. Welcome, Mom. This is our chicken kebab deconstruction chicken kabob. So we're just letting everything toast so it can all get color. Our chicken, our veggies. We pre-cooked our veggies ahead of time just so they could we just sauteed them a little bit. So now we're just gonna let everything get some color. Our rice is done. We made turmeric yellow rice. So we're gonna go ahead and get that off the stove in just a minute, and we're gonna plate and we're gonna test and see what everything came out tasting like. Hopefully everything is good. So let me check my chicken. These are just chicken tenderloins. And it looks like it's done, but we're going to go ahead and let them just toast so they can get some crispiness to them. Just like they would if they were kebabs. Okay, let's get a plate. Ahead and I have this cooking on high because it's such a big pan. This is what you want your chicken to look like. I'm going to give you an example. See that? Nice and brown. That is what your chicken, you want it to look like. You want it to have a little bit of toastiness to it. What did he say? Daddy says, I'm enjoying your cooking. It looks delicious. Save me some. I will. I'll try some for you. This is Mediterranean chicken and vegetables. It's like a kebab. It's just deconstructed. We don't have no kebab sticks on here. And if you want the recipe, you can go back and view the whole video from the beginning to end. And it will go ahead and I give everything you need on there. So let's go ahead and leave this here just for a few more minutes. Let me get the rice on a plate, and then we'll go ahead and throw some on top. So this is what our turmeric rice finished looking like. It's a yellow rice. It has cinnamon, turmeric, comino, garlic, olive oil, and What else did I put in there? A little bit of paprika. So, and we use jasmine rice. Oh my goodness, it's good. And then for our marinade for our chicken, we used garlic, paprika, I believe. Give me a second. I have it all written down. I have all my recipes written down. I don't want to forget anything. We used whole lemon, 4 tablespoons of olive oil, parsley, Italian parsley, garlic, smoked paprika, salt, and pepper. So that's what we use for about 3 pounds of tenderloin chicken. That's what we used in here. You can use breast if you like. You can use the what is the other one? The thighs, the boneless chicken thighs. You could use whichever piece of the chicken that you like. It'll all work out just fine. So this is our final result. Let's go ahead and serve some. It's all getting toasted already. So this is our deconstructed kabob with some yellow rice. Let's try the chicken because that's what I'm more interested in right now. Provecho. You guys, it is so good. If you guys had Mediterranean food, you know you cannot eat chicken without your vegetables. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe and that you guys can come back with Cooking with Jay Munoz. I hope to see you guys soon. And remember, there's no wrong way to cook, and you all can be chefs in your own kitchen. Blessings, and we'll see you later. Bye.